Okay guys, I'm gonna do something different today. I'm gonna do a Draw My Life, so let's start off. Now, I was born in Nepal, and that was just in Asia. So yeah. And I was just a little baby. And I was very cute, and everybody liked me for some reason. 3 months later, my parents left me. Oh no, oh god. Oh well, my parents left me, and they were they were sad because they were going to Australia so I can have a better future. And I was all alone, but I was with my grandparents. So this is my grandparents. Yay. And I was actually not alone. So I liked my grandpa named Ba. This is my grandpa. This is my Ba. And I just loved him. He was like the best. He made me laugh every time. And yeah. But then I was getting pretty naughty. I was putting things in the aquarium. Like, oh yeah, I put a phone in the aquarium. And it just got destroyed because I was a naughty boy. Cheeky. But then after that, something bad happened. I put a key inside my grandpa's ear. So yeah, this is the key inside his ear. Yes. Inside here. And then he had to do an operation. Yeah, I feel guilty. So yeah, I don't want to talk about that. But then my parents came back home. They were pretty happy. So yeah. And I was like 2 years old at that point. And then after a year later, I was in Bharatnagar. That's a place in Nepal with my mom. And we just learned some ABCs, like sort of that. And I was like talking in Nepalese, like Esto huncha, hey. And I was so happy. And then I went to Australia. So yeah. I didn't know where I was going, and then I met my dad. My dad was still in Australia, and I was pretty shy because I didn't know him. So this is me. Yeah, I was actually pretty shy, and I didn't know him. He wanted to hug me, because like sun is back, like all that. And then yeah. I was just pretty shy. I didn't know him. And then he still didn't give up on me. And then a few months later, we were at our apartment. And I had a school, Campsie Public School. Yeah. And I met some friends there. My friends were called Cyrus. Yeah. Cyrus, Christian, forgot his name, and Sabod, or something like that. He was also Nepalese, Sabod. Yeah, this guy was Nepalese, which was good. I just stayed in Campsie for just like 2 years until I went to Lake Cove, because Campsie did not have any activities. So I moved into Lake Cove. And we weren't renting this time. We actually had a bigger apartment. And then I got into school, and it was called Mowbray Public School. I started in year 2, something like that. And I met some friends. The first friend I met was this guy. He's still my friend, and he will forever be my friend, Matthew. I told you about this. I told you about Matthew, like in my vids, in my like introduction to my channel, and yeah, so yeah. And I had Matthew, and then in year three came, oh my god. Year 3 came, and there I met a new friend, 2 new friends. well, half friend this guy, Jake, which you have seen in my videos, and then Malik, which is still my friend, and Jake is still my friend. So yeah, and then yeah, we had fun in year 3, but then year 4, I was not with my friends. I was alone, but I was with Myron. Myron is my friend. This is my Myron. So yeah, and this is me. Just yeah, but I wanted to stay. I was pretty sad because I wanted to stay with my actual friends. Well, now at least Myron gave me some laughs. I mean, that's the good part, right? We were friends. But then year 5 came. I was in 5C, and my friends came back except for Matthew. But at least I have Jake and Malik. Those were my 2 friends there. And also Cameron. And I also met a new friend, Zach, which is still my friend. Zach was in the Scaled Among Us video. And Cameron. So yeah. But then something mysterious happened. Malik said that he was leaving school. I was pretty sad to hear that. And even Jake was pretty sad. Then Malik, he said too. So we were all sad. And Malik left. He wasn't there anymore. And we at least we had Matthew, but yeah, Malik was just gave us like so many loves. I miss him. My teacher in 5C was pregnant. Yeah, she was pregnant. Sorry to draw this. Yeah, my teacher, pregnant. Yeah, and then she had a baby after. And then Jake, me and Matthew just like started to play. But then, I just don't want to talk about this, but Matthew, he left. He left because he just, I don't know, but he just wanted to go to Scotland. Not rip. I'm sad. He wanted to go to Scotland in Europe. So yeah. Bye Matthew. Hope you're having a good time in Scotland, and Malik as well. And it was starting to the end of year 5, but then Jake had some sad news as well. And Cameron. Jake and Cameron were also leaving school. Oh gosh, I have literally one friend now, which is Zach. So yeah, Cam and Jake left because they were going to Pius, that Christian school or something. And I was in year 6. Oh gosh, I was scared for that year. And I actually had a good teacher, Miss Havron. Yeah, she's actually a good teacher to me. But I was still sad that my friends left. I was heartbroken. Yeah, just heartbroken. But Zach, like I said, and he's a good friend to me. And that's my story for now. I'm still in year 6 without my friends, but with Zach. And hope you enjoyed. Peace. Boop.